Woj bomb alert. The first big trade of the NBA offseason has officially gone down, with Chris Paul being sent to the Phoenix Suns in a crazy blockbuster deal. So, who won the trade and what does it mean for both teams? I'll be going over that in today's video. Before we start, if you're new here and enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content like this. I'm trying to hit 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so all support would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that being said, let's take a look at this trade. Let's see what the deal looked like first, then we'll get into what it means for each team. The Phoenix Suns have sent to OKC Kelly Oubre, Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, Jalen Luke, and a 2022 first round pick for Chris Paul and Abdel Nader. At a first glance, it seems as if Phoenix won the trade, but not by a whole lot. Chris Paul obviously makes them better. Look at what he did with OKC last season, a team projected to finish one of the league's worst records, but this can also be viewed as a bit of a risky move for Phoenix, considering his age. On paper though, this is a great addition, and the duo of Booker and Paul sounds exciting to say the least. For OKC, they're officially hitting reset, but even with that, I don't think they'll be bad. Kelly Oubre is a very solid player. He averaged 19 points a game last season. Ricky Rubio has been an excellent contributor for almost a decade now, and getting back yet another pick is elite as well. OKC are loaded in that area. So, at a first glance, both teams seem like they win this deal. But let's take a closer look about what this actually means for both sides, starting with Oklahoma City. For the Thunder, this trade yet again improves their already great depth. With Schroeder gone and Danilo Gallinari likely leaving in free agency, the Thunder's priority it seems was to maintain the scoring depth they had last season, and they've done extremely well so far this offseason in doing so. This isn't related to this trade, but getting Danny Green is a lot better than what people are making it out to be. Green did struggle in the playoffs, no doubt, but he was playing with an Achilles injury, and before it was a core player to the Lakers' championship success. He's one of the best 3-and-D role players in the league, and his talent should not be understated. Back to the main trade at hand, getting Kelly Oubre is elite for the Thunder. He's probably my favorite pickup in the deal. He's broken out in Phoenix since being traded from Washington to there, and his scoring ability has drastically improved. As I mentioned earlier, he's been averaging a career-high 19 points per game this season and has been shooting at a career-high efficiency as well, so to bring that over is very valuable. Rubio's also a great addition. His playmaking abilities are extremely valuable too, and the tandem of him and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a very exciting prospect to me. Obviously, it won't be to the same degree as the Paul and Alexander duo, but it has potential to be something special for OKC. Speaking of SGA, expect a big 2021 season from him now. With Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder gone, he'll get a lot more opportunity to run the offense and get shots, which will hopefully give him the opportunity to reach all-star status. He was already great this season, but again, with the ball in his hands even more, he has the potential to take the next step into all-star territory. If I had to give OKC a grade on this trade, I'd probably give them a solid B or B+ for now. This move probably makes them drop out of the playoff picture, but since they're obviously hitting reset now, I think this will be beneficial for them, particularly in the development of their young up-and-comers. They keep their great bench depth and scoring talent, which leaves that unpredictability factor with them. So whilst they aren't improving here, they are setting themselves up really nicely for the future. For the Suns, this trade makes them an immediate playoff contender, and most likely a top 6 or 7 side in the Western Conference. If Chris Paul was able to drag the Thunder out of the bottom of the West to a 5 seed, then it's exciting to think about what he could do with another All-Star by his side. This is obviously a win-now move from Phoenix. They're trying to keep Booker happy, and this trade should almost guarantee them a playoff appearance. However, I do think this is also a very risky move by Phoenix as well. Chris Paul's contract is massive, so it limits their ability to sign additional solid free agents to strengthen their depth. He's also old, so who knows when he'll take the eventual dip in his game that sees him as a less impactful on-floor force. Obviously, his biggest strength for a team now is his leadership, but he still needs to be able to contribute at a high level in order for this trade to be worth it for Phoenix. His proneness to injury as well is a big concern for me. If he suffers a serious injury, it really throws a lot of Phoenix's plans out of the window and hinders them a fair amount for the next couple seasons. This trade has potential to pan out phenomenally for Phoenix, but also awfully too. I'll stay positive here though, and I think at the end of the day, the Suns will come out winners from this trade. The pick and roll duo of Paul and Ayton is extremely exciting to me, and CP3's fit on this Suns squad just seems too perfect. I'm very much looking forward to how the Suns play next season. They'll be a fun team to watch for sure. Just before we wrap this up, another big W for the Suns in this trade was the fact they kept young pieces like Michael Bridges. Though this is a short-term deal for them, they still are able to develop their young players who have potential, and once Chris Paul retires, they will have the pieces to follow suit. CP will be a fantastic mentor for those guys as well, which will be critical for their development. We saw how impactful he was in OKC last season, so who's to say he can't do that with the Suns players? Again, lots to look forward to for Suns fans. Overall, if I have to give the Suns a grade, I think an A or B+ is fair for right now. To me, this team is at minimum a 7 seed, and they have the potential to crack even the top 4 or 5 seeds next season. That's how much I believe in the impact of Chris Paul. There are plenty of risks associated, but you gotta take risks sometimes to get to where you want to be. So this trade is 1000% worth it, in my opinion. These Suns are dark horse contenders now. A core group of Booker, Paul and Ayton is something scary NBA teams will have to plan for. So we could see some upsets on the cards come playoff time. I won't jump to conclusions though. We don't know how this team will play, but if the bubble has showed us anything about the Suns, it's that this team has a lot of potential. And the player that may be able to get the Suns to maximize that potential to the fullest is Chris Paul. And now, he's on their squad. Phoenix will be a team to keep an eye on next season for sure. And as of right now, I think it's fair to say they are the biggest dark horse contenders for next season. This team is going to be a heck of a lot of fun, and I can't wait for them to get started. And that will conclude the video. What do you guys think of this? Who won the trade in your opinion? OKC or Phoenix, and why? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.